Kingdom. Welcome, your defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Worthy, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one hits for 30. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm. Brock, what a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
And a Washington first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. From the gun, it's Daniels. And this one is launched downfield. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Third and long for him here. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Daniels setting up the play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Again, Daniels to the air. He's going to tuck it and run. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Mejio with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. It gives a good Pacheco to start the drive. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A counter give here to Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Another throw for Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, Mahomes to throw. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Kate, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This from just 23 yards away. Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Play fake here, Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
And the Commanders' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're going to run again here with Kronsky Merritt. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he'll go down here at the 16. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That's good for
Danger,
Washington.
Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set now. 1st and 10. Running once again with Krosky Merritt. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Krosky Merritt on his own read. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 14, Chiefs 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action, Mahomes. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Play action now. Daniels connects on the crosser. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 14-10 our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
11 more yards. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Daniels now. Come near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Krosky Merritt. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. They're running the option, short side. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now lead by 10. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 21, Chiefs 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So on 4th down, out comes Matt Ariza to boot it away. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now Daniels to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, ball at the 36. Right up the gut. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Commanders' 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, here's Daniels. He's running with it. Again, he's got room. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-possession game. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 28, Chiefs 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. He finds Brown right side. And this one does not go far. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Second down now, they need 7. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Another throw from Mahomes. Makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Tackle made by Von Miller.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, Mahomes to throw. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Butker knocks it through, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Krosky-Merritt off the option. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now they send their back in motion right. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Washington, 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Washington.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second down and 10. Daniels. He keeps it and takes off. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Daniels keeps it himself. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. We got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders. He's silent for it.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Gay's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. It's the Commanders, who have 2nd and 4. Daniels now. And he's got it. It's in close. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders grow the lead now to 22 points.
35, Chiefs 13.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Remigio with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
At the 49-yard line.
Mahomes has it in close. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for first down. To the air, Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. It was Preston Smith with the stop. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
17-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Butker on now to kick this one away. return. This is McCaffrey. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, run for Krosky-Merritt. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Run it out of the pistol. Krosky-Merritt. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
One stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. Pass is caught at the 9. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Krosky-Merritt is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
42, Chiefs 13.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
2nd down, run by Pacheco. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Trey Amos, rookie 2nd rounder on the tackle.
On the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. Escapes a defender. And he's going to have this one down at the 37. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
To number 1, Xavier Worthy. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. They'll run it with Pacheco. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Giving this to Krosky-Merritt. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Daniels off the play action. Taking a shot deep here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
At the 26-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Play action now. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're heading the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
4 yards.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Motioning the tight end now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And who else? Kelsey's got another. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Back to throw Mahomes. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. To the air, Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs trail by 22 now. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with us. Ball at the 33 for first down. Give it to Krosky Merritt. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. And this hasn't been the common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. This is hauled in by Samuel. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It was Chris Jones, an All-Pro each of the last 3 seasons, who took him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're going to run again here with Krosky-Merritt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. And a Commander's first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's running for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Washington.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, gives them room to operate.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They go inside give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Washington 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Play action now with Daniels. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Samuel comes in motion left. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Samuel, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Run now with Krosky Merritt. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Now Daniel is on 4th down. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 49, Chiefs 20.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Keeps away from one. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
At the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again, it's Worthy. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative when the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Jalen Royals on that throw. So they're left facing a 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Connects on the crosser. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Check down complete to Pacheco. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs trail by 22 now. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Daniels. Now here he goes. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's incomplete on second down. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. He's out in the clear. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders continue adding on to that lead.
56, Chiefs 27.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
First down throw, Mahomes. Catch made. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. up the middle. Pacheco. And he takes it down to the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds the football outside. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
To Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 25-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Working inside the red zone. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Number 10, Isaiah Pacheco. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to do some window dressing. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Another throw for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate. 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They've got a man in motion. Desperation time here. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs trail by 22 now.
Commanders 56, Chiefs 34.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On the toss, here's Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. A loss of a yard brings up 4th down. Press way in punt formation for Washington.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Kansas City.